Today is Nishmas, Chava Yaakov. Today's Meir. It's also the Yurtziet of Today, Moshe ben Hachaver Meir. And Shamash have an Aliyah.
Amen.
Today, we're talking about weiter the inyan of Ainah. And we spoke about Ainah of money, and then we spoke about Ainah of Dibur. The same Ainah of money and Ainah of Dibur have a lot of the same characteristics. We're wronging, we're causing distress, but I just wanted to mention two things that are very different between the two. And in the Sefer HaChinuch, in Mitzvah 338, it says that there's no malchus for somebody who does Ainah in Dibur, because there's nothing to. It was just in Dibur. It wasn't a Maisa. It was in Dibur. But a person has to realize that the difference is that something in money, he could always repay the person that he took from. But something in words, you can't take back your words. Words that you say are going to be there forever, and a person will remember how you made them feel forever. But Rabbim, Me'ame Oretz, we're on page number 191 in the Pele Yoetz, and Mem Beis in the Hebrew edition. The Rabbim Me'ame Oretz, Zed Darkum Kesa Lama. And a lot of the common people, they have a way that they conduct themselves. And this is a pasuk in Tehillim. Shemistarin es Hachaver derech schoik. They pain their friends in a way of joking. The kalish roish kedei laharbes simcha shel haylus, in order to create a simcha of haylus. They're sitting around on a Motzei Shabbos or a Friday night, whenever they're sitting around, and they decide that the way to get the olam excited is to say a good joke. But a lot of times the good joke is on the expense of somebody who's there, and they think that since the person is there in the room, and it's not lashon hara because it's not, he's there, he understands, and it's a good joke, and they say something about their friend, and this, a person should realize it's like a comedian who's hired. Hayar means if, let's say, somebody hires a comedian or a magician to come to their house for a bar mitzvah or something, and he starts shooting. He starts sending out fires. He starts shooting arrows of fire, and your house burns down. He says, "I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to burn down your house." I'll write him a meaningful letter. You can't do that. He's saying, for sure, the simcha is going to turn into the opposite. It's going to turn to sadness. And if somebody makes fun of their friend, then eventually that's going to turn into sadness. So, and this is a very chumradik thing. You should be very careful. A person could be sensitive. We don't know how sensitive the other person. Over here, again, he's saying it's like the money. It's not how you feel about it. It's how the person that you're making fun of is going to feel about it. He's going to be hurt. Even if it's something that's, sometimes people get sensitive on something very small that you say to him, right? But and you're not thinking about, you're saying, I don't know if he's going to be sensitive to it. I'll tell you a personal story. A few weeks ago, I was in a hotel, and a caterer came over to me, and he said to me, I want you to know, Ali, 18 years ago, I did a job for you, and then he was just starting out. He's a little more new, and he was sloppy. He didn't do a good job, and I gave him sharf. I told him off sharf, and he said, "I want you to know, for 18 years, I'm still thinking about it. How you said that to me." And I said, "Yashakayach, I'm so happy that you came over to me." And I called Rabbi Center. I said to Rabbi Center, my Rebbe, I said, "What can I do for this person? 18 years later, he still has a thing, and he's a Hachaver person. He's a Talmid Chacham. He's a good person, a very, very good person." So you see, we never know. We just learned Shuir Yisrael in Isaiah. We just finished the Parak Yudalad in Isaiah. A person could always do tshuva, but you have to know that certain times you say something, a person will remember it for a long time. It's how you make them feel. Even if you're right, we're talking about even if in a case that I was 100% right, this was something that he messed up on a job. It wasn't, but still, you have to be careful how you talk to somebody. And a person says, "My, what's the big deal?" He does that to me. This guy's a good one-liner. He's a sharfer guy himself. I'm going to give him also a sharp line. No. You do it in a joking way. In kansar, there's not going to be any tsar. It's a joke. can't take a joke. We even have the president of the United States today who pokes fun at people, right? So we think that that's a correct way to do it. We became ingrained in society that you can make fun of somebody. He came darcham shel bnei adam l'skoik amarti b'haylo, the pasuk in Koheles, that we make fun of people. Mitoich kach ein ish nicham al reyasa. A person won't be able to have friendship. He'll never understand what he's doing wrong until he understands this idea that you have to be careful about other people's feelings. It's not about what you think, it's about what they're going to think. Thank you.